Good morning. So I was sitting here and got the urge to get my Bible. And when I opened it, it immediately opened to 2Kings 4. Now the wife of one of the sons of the prophets cried to Elisha, "Your servant, my husband, is dead, and you know that your servant feared the Lord, but the creditor has come to take my two children to be his slaves." And Elijah said to her, "What shall I do for you? Tell me, what have you in the house?" And she said, "Your servant has nothing in the house except a jar of oil." Then he said, "Go outside, borrow vessels from all your neighbors, empty vessels, and not too few." But then, but then go in and shut the door behind yourself and your sons and pour into all the vessels. And when one is full, set it aside. So she went from him and shut the door behind herself and her sons. And as she poured, they brought the vessels to her. When the vessels were full, she said to her son, "Bring me another." And he said to her, "There is not another." And the oil stopped flowing. She came and told the man of God, and he said, "Go sell the oil and pay your debt, and you and your sons can live on the rest." Let me tell you. Let me tell you how this blessed me. I wasn't even looking. I'm just sitting here in my room. And let me tell you how this blessed me, because no matter how much you have in you, God has purpose for what you have in you. You may think it's nothing. It's insignificant. It's not important. Nobody's going to want to see it. Well, guess what? Somebody is going to get blessed by the oil that is poured from your faith, from you giving it back to bringing it before the Lord and letting Him determine the fate of it. Let me tell you, she said, all I got is a little bit of oil. Let me tell you, when the man of God, Elisha, told her, "Go get your neighbors, ask them," you know how much faith it took for her to walk that out? To go to her neighbors and be like, "Hey, can I get a pot? Your biggest pot, like any empty pot you got. I don't like." They could have gave her a sugar container, but the amount of faith to get a vessel, and not just one, like, give me what you got, because I'm believing he told me close this door and pour the oil. The amount of faith it took. And then it doesn't say if she told her neighbors what it was for. Whether she did or she did not, her neighbors came into agreement by providing the vessels to be poured into. Let me tell you, the fact that her neighbors were willing to give. God blesses us so we can bless other people. You don't know why you was holding on to this. And you don't need to know, because God knows why. You're like, "Oh, I need to get rid of this." But something won't let you get rid of it. It's not his time. So I feel like I'm scratching the surface on this. I really do. But I'm saying, Close your door. Gather your neighbors and be like, your neighbors, your friends, your people will be like, I'm praying on this. And then close your door. Pour that oil and see what God won't do. See what God will do. Because you believe in by faith that he's going to do it. Let me tell you, I can't wait to hear the report of the Lord. Whose report do you believe? We shall believe the report of the Lord. I'm saying. Close the door. Pour the oil and wait. Walk by faith. I'm not going to make this 30 minutes. Just walk by faith. Walk by faith.